Okay, it's story time. True stories only anyway, though. Okay, so, my daddy, had a really great business in Marina Del Rey, and, he taught at all the colleges, so forth and so on, and people in business like to do trades, and because, everybody wants to learn how to sail, or lease a boat to sail, which my dad had like 41 boats at one point, at a very high point of the sailing academy. He, did trades with people, and he taught famous people and doctors and all kinds of stuff. It's pretty incredible. I'm still mad about Batman.
Adam West.
Yeah, he taught Adam West, and I'm like, I couldn't even get a signed picture. Oh my gosh, they were pretty good friends. But anyway, my dad cut a deal with the top orthodontist in California, and his name, he's no longer alive, was Faye, F-A-Y, like a girl, Faye Carroll Van. Now I think he spelled it C-A-R-R-O-L. Van, V-A-N-N, like driving a van, but with two N's. And that was definitely an interesting cat. Actually, the first time I saw him, he had braces on his teeth. He would take them on and off, to make sure his teeth were absolutely straight. Good representation for an orthodontist, to have really good teeth. But anyway, so my dad cut a deal with this orthodontist for my baby sister and I to get braces, which, back then were around $3 or $5 grand a kid. And so they did trades. So it worked out great for everybody, I guess. But I used to have to take, and we were living in Marina Del Rey at the time, on the boat. I used to have to take buses from parochial school. I went to St. Monica's in Santa Monica, California. Used to have to take buses to Dr. Van's office, which was out in Westwood, and I think the streets were Westwood and Wilshire, and there's a real tall building there. I mean, really tall, and on the corner, and his office was way up in the floors, and so I took buses to get up there, and always had kind of like the last appointments of the day kind of thing, because, I had to get off school. I was in high school, and I had to get off school and go take all these buses to get up there. I guess it was one bus up Wilshire, straight up Wilshire Boulevard from school. And so my appointment was like, 4 o'clock or something like that. Anyway, because I didn't ride a bike to school, and not to that school, and I didn't ride a skateboard to that school because we were in Marina Del Rey, and it was so far to get to school. My dad usually dropped me off, or I took buses, and I had left home at one point real young, so I tried to stay in that school on my own, and that didn't work. But anyway, because you got to pay. But anyway, so I had taken a bus up there, and walked in this big business building. It's really tall, and went to go in the elevator, and there was a man in the elevator, and I kept looking at him and stuff, and looking at him, and he had this pose and this look, and the glasses and everything, and finally I had the courage to ask him. I said, sir, are you Jack Benny? And he answered like he does in his movies and the TV show and stuff. He was like, "Why, yes." And it was wild. I just didn't even know what to do or say, because I just thought he was the coolest. And that was back around 73 or 74. And I just thought he was just the coolest cat. It looked just like he did pretty much on TV. He just wasn't wearing a tux. He's wearing a suit jacket. Matter of fact, I think it was a plaid jacket, if I remember correctly, and dark pants. I wish I could have seen his car because they said he drove a really, really old car all the time. And wow, that was so amazing. Yes, one time in my life that I was standing in the elevator running for several floors with Mr. Jack Benny. Amazing. So there it is. And hope you enjoyed that. And if you ever had the chance to meet Jack Benny, or you got a story about Jack Benny, put it in the comments below.
Or his best friend and chauffeur and butler, Rochester.
Yeah, either one of them. Or his wife.
That's true too.
That would be neat. Just enter below. But that's a true story. It was pretty neat. It was really exciting for me, so, you know, I'm not kidding. Say anything except for, are you Jack Benny? Gosh, you know, because, you know, when you see famous people in California, a lot of times they get bothered when you try to talk to them. You know, they don't like all that recognition. And I understand why, because I went through it for a while and I couldn't go anywhere in public because everybody knew who I was, and it was like, ugh, you know. But yeah, that was really neat. And I've met a lot of other famous people, mostly because of my dad's business. So anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Talk to you later. Have a great one.